Today, we're going to be talking about one of the greatest arcade games of all time. I might be the Cat Man, but this is Pac Man. Pac Man Arcade. I am also... Alright, so we got a little late start today. I'm hoping to get this one up by 10 o'clock. Pac Man Arcade is one of the greatest arcade games of all time. This is also one of the earliest arcade games of all time, as this game came before the Atari 2600. It came light years before it. And needless to say, when they ported this game to the Atari 2600, there were some issues. We won't talk about that right now. Maybe we'll go into that another time. But either which way, so Pac Man is a game where you're like this little yellow ball with a mouse, or you're a little yellow ball, ping pong ball, we'll say, Pac ball with a mouth that is sitting there chewing all these little dots on the screen, you know, and then you got the power up dots that when you get the power up dot, it makes you invisible, and of course, you're able to kill the ghost. So there's certain strategy, definitely, to beating the game and getting maximum points by being able to get maximum ghosts, you know, that whole jargon. But, you know, you got the 4-color ghosts, you got the blue, red, pink, and yellow ghosts, and it's quite the, you know, in my opinion, for an early arcade game, it's quite complex. You got a lot of like places you got to go, and you know, if you think about it, it was very groundbreaking. And there's milestones in video games, like steps where you, like Pac Man, right? You know, Donkey Kong, Pac Man, and then Mario Brothers. You know, Super Mario World. There's these jumps, and this was a huge jump from like the days of Pong, you know, and then you had your Pongs and your Pong games, but then Pac-Man came into the arcade and it was a whole nother level. It blasted Atari into the stratosphere, which between Pac-Man and other arcade cabinets allowed them to create the 2600 for the in-home arcade experience. That was what they were trying to do. But with that being said, these games are still so much fun. They cross a lot of different generations, you know, and they're still inspiring games to this day. Not to mention, there are lots and lots of Pac-Man games that have been made. Oh yes. Lots. With that being said, I'm going to keep this video pretty short. We all know how awesome Pac Man is. Go out and play it if you haven't played it before, and if you haven't played it in a while, you play it for free. Type in free Pac Man and it comes right up in your browser. So, bada bang, bada boom, do it up, and while you're at it, do me a favor and